Hello everyone, Elspeth here, and welcome back to Rising World. Kind of feels a little bit like coming home. Well, maybe coming to a new piece of land which needs to have a home built on it. But that's what we're here to do. So, this is the pond that is going to be kind of the home base, so to speak. I put a little torch next to it so I can find it when the sun goes down. And I've done some gathering and some crafting. Not a lot of crafting, just enough. And I managed to collect a little bit from animals who unfortunately fell into water and were not able to get back out. So nobody chimed in to tell me if you guys really want to see any crafting or any resource gathering, if you just want to see the building. So we're kind of going to do a little bit of everything together. I will still do the majority of my gathering work off screen, but there's going to be times where we're going to be doing a little bit of tree chopping or mining together. Whoops. There we go. I keep forgetting that it's the arrow keys because that doesn't really work so well. I need to change the controls. Alright. So, first off, we've got a lot of lumber, which is good because we need a few crafting stations. And I'm gonna go with a bit of a darker look just because I'm really fond of it. That's just me. Ooh, we do have enough for the furnace, but the only thing I have is copper, and I found a whole bunch of silver just hanging out on the surface. So I grabbed it, of course. I grab everything. You guys know that. That's just me. But, you know, there's not really any great reason to go crafting an actual smelting furnace yet. I really don't like to craft them until I have something a little bit more stable set up, just because then you're stuck with them. That's it. Game over. This is what you've got. If you want to move this baby, you have to tear it apart. And I really hate doing that. Now, let's start with some storage crates because we always need those, right? Absolutely always. I have 35 lumber. This is going to be better. So we'll do that. Ooh, one short. Really? One short. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I'll just be one short. And then, because I know I'm going to lose it if I don't do this, I'm just going to kind of set it here. It is going to take a little while to get tools and everything put together. So we're going to be saving a lot of stuff in here until we're actually really ready to use it. Drop those there. I think we'll hold on to everything else. Okay. Now, I'll admit, so far, I have not found an absolutely fantastic place for our first mine. So there's going to be, oops, didn't really want to do that. There's going to be some discovery involved in this process, which is good because we also need more food. So while we're discovering a mine, we can also discover some more food. What I would like to do, oh, those are strawberries. I want to leave them. What I was thinking about for our farm this season is only farming renewable plants, so the plants that actually regrow. I'd kind of like to stick to those if I can. We'll see how it goes. I might not really be able to, but I am going to try. And I'm really going to try not to wander too far away. For anyone who has not seen the announcement, we are getting the update sometime in late February or early March, depending on how, I'm assuming, how programming and everything and testing comes together. I will be jumping into the beta version as soon as it is released. So depending on exactly when that is, I may try and do a live stream so that we can all take a look at that together. We'll see, but that'll be something that we'll try to do. All right, if I go down there to get him, can I get back out? I might be able to. I may have to dig my way out. So this is a really great thing if you don't have any weapons to go hunting. You can try to just check any ponds that you come to see if there are any dead animals. Because that will, you can just go right in, collect the resources, easy peasy. So that's always a good thing to keep an eye on. Now, I am kind of trying to stay close. I believe that Red said that it's not where we explore that's going to be a determining factor in whether or not bandits spawn in, but it's where we build. So if there are blocks in an area, we're not going to get bandits in that area. I think. I could be totally wrong. No idea. Hi, I'll take that. But I think that that's what he said. So we'll see. Ooh. Alright, you see those nice big, like, I think they're actually maple trees. Pretty sure. Those are really nice trees, but they indicate a little bit of a problem for us at this stage. Because those indicate that there are bears in the area. So we're not really going to want to head off in that direction too terribly much. I'm trying to kind of see down here without falling down, and I'm not really going to be able to real well. Sometimes you can get lucky and find, what is, oh, I think that's a cow down there. I also think it's dead. Oh well, poor thing. I'm not going to go down there to get it because it'll take me kind of forever to dig down that far. Let's see here. And it is getting dark. I'm not going to keep you guys with me at night. What I'll do is just cut out that part of the video so that you don't have to see that. Ooh, was there something down there? No, there was not. Alright, so I'm not seeing any really great likely candidates for any mining really close to home. That only leaves us with one choice. When the sun comes up, we're going to be actually having to go through the earth. So that'll be fun. Not really. Alright, this is part of why I set out a torch so I could find my way home. But I'm going to find my way home, sleep off the night. There we go. And then I will bring you guys back in the morning and we'll start doing a little bit of preliminary planning and laying out edges and things like that for our home. All right, everyone, have a good night. Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you all slept wonderfully. I know I did. Get a drink of water, have a little bit of breakfast. Now, we have some stone. We also have some dirt, and we have some logs. That gives us enough to make a really good start. I don't know how sturdy planks and beams are going to be in terms of the NPCs. I don't know if they're going to be able to, like, if they're chasing you and you run back into your home, I don't know if they're going to be able to break those down or anything like that. So, we're going to start with blocks. We're going to start with something nice and sturdy. And the first thing that we're going to start with is something nice for our pond, because we're going to keep that water. That's going to be our little pool. So I want to have something nice for it, but not too terribly over the top. I do kind of like the marble tiles. They have there's a lot of different options in here that look really nice. This one's actually, it almost kind of reminds me of water. This is nice too. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, I don't want to make as many blocks as I possibly can. We're going to start out with 20, and then I also need some stairs. I want the stairs to be a little bit different, though. No, actually, I don't. I'm fine with them being just like this. We definitely don't need 20 of them, though. We'll start with 5, and then we'll see what that gets us. Now, as I've said before, if you guys have any questions about how I'm doing anything, why I'm doing something, let me know. I will do my best to explain everything as I'm going. Oops. My mouse wheel is super sensitive, so I kind of tap it and it's like, oh, you wanted to rotate. I'm like, no, I really didn't. I think we're kind of going to want to go a little bit further in. There we go. We are going to need a few more of these. So let's see, 1, maybe 3 more. That seem about right. 3. Let's try this. And now I do have a kind of a general idea in mind for what I want to do and how I want everything to look. Actually, maybe I want to go even further below with that. I think I do. I think I do. So 2 more stairs then. Let's do that. Now, with this, if you stay underwater too long, you will run out of oxygen and, you know, health and all that. Bad things will start to happen to you. So when you go into the water, you do want to watch the little blue bar that's above your health. You want to keep an eye on that. Okay. So if I have 1 more stair there, and then this would kind of be an edge. And now for some of this, whoops, running out of oxygen. Got to be careful about that. I will take my little hammer here and see about chiseling out some of this, because you can do that. Even though it's underwater, you can still chisel it out. There we go. See? Okay. That over there. Perfect. And isn't that nice? Our torch just kind of hangs out there waiting for us. That's so sweet of it. Okay. I want to go all the way across like that. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. And then, oh, I only have 1 left. Okay. Time for more. And I did say more stairs, didn't I? I did. I said more stairs. Now, part of the reason that I'm working on this first is because I want to make sure that we have an easy way in and out of the water, because we're going to need it. At some point in time, we will need to have that. So, come on. There we go. All right. There. There. And there. And I don't mind having it at different angles. I think that's fine. Oops. See? Running out of oxygen again. What happens when you don't pay attention? But I was just going for a swim. So you can see my health went down a little bit. That's what you gotta be careful of. Okay. And the gravel is going to be useful. I'm just gonna make the rest of these. Because I'm gonna use it to make pathways. Waste not, want not. Okay. Do that. Okay. And then go across like that. Like that. Clear the rest of this out. And then we're guaranteed that we can easily, note I said easily, get in and out of our water, which is going to be very important if anything were to happen and we maybe ended up under a little bit more water than we may have been planning on. Okay, there we go. I'll just add a couple more there. Sorry for the coughing fit. I'm still not over that cold. It just really won't go away. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm not hugely obsessed with having everything be symmetrical, but it can look very nice, especially if you're working on crafting something that's designed to be a little bit more elegant. And we'll probably do something along the edges in here. I probably will not leave those as just simple shelves, but we'll see. We will make that determination later. Oops, we're definitely gonna have to fill in that floor, but that's okay. That is okay. So, our immediate concern is basically taken care of. We have stairs up in and out of our water, so we don't have to worry if we end up in the water, which is really good. I'm thinking probably 2 deep for the walkway around this thing. That should be perfectly sufficient. And if you're hearing weird noises, because the microphone probably will pick it up, that's just my mother's dog playing. She's staying here for a while. And she is an extremely active little puppy. Well, she's actually almost 2 years old now, so we're rapidly leaving behind the time when we can say puppy. All right. We're gonna go with blocks. Had to think about that for a second. Not those. These. Where do we have? Ah, this. That's actually a very nice flooring. Well, I don't know. Which do I like better? I'm doing all of my crafting stations very dark, so they would contrast well with something that was very light, but on the other hand, they might fit better with something that was a little bit darker. I think I'm probably, well, no, I don't think I'm going to use that for the stairs. That's too polished. That's also not quite. That's a very, very polished. Like, you could do interior walls out of that. They look great. That light one, too, makes lovely interior walls. But that's not what we're here for. We are looking at 2 things right now. We need flooring and we need exterior walls. That's the most important things to get set up right now. So, oh, decisions. I I do like that. It has a little bit of a more rustic look. I think we're going to do that. Okay. Are we sure? Yes. Positive. Okay. So now, the next question is, how far out do I take these? Keeping in mind that for our very first structure, we really can't go too big because we're not going to be able to maintain it. I think 10 out. I think that's going to be good. So, and that's 10 out counting 2. So this would be the 2. So technically it would be 12 out from here, which would be right there. If you're standing in the way, you can't place the block. Just FYI. Okay, so this will be the edge. And then we'd go 3, and then this would be 10. And if you're looking at this thinking, I'm going to need a ton more wood, yeah, you're right. I am. Believe me, I know. But the idea, there we go, is that this gives us enough space for an initial building, our initial crafting area, storage, all of that. That's what the idea is behind this. So, kind of check and see. I don't want to use any more resources than I actually have to, because this is going to be pretty resource intensive. So I do want to be kind of careful about that. Especially since, you know, I don't have, damn it, I don't have the sledgehammer yet, so I can't get that block back. But you know what? That's okay, because let's make that 2 wide, and this is going to be an entrance of some kind. Don't know what yet. But that's what that's going to be. And later, I am going to get that block back because I want it back. Hi, I'm going to take your wool because that's going to be super useful to me. And if you could just keep on moving, that'd be great. Just keep on moving. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Well, once I do find iron, I'll be able to come back and pick up things like that. And in the meantime, it's kind of just going to sit there. Go, let's see. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be, I don't know how I'm going to do the entrances yet. We'll see how that goes. But at least I know where they're going to be. That is always helpful. Yeah, let's see how far. Well, actually, I'd really rather work off of one piece. That will make my life a little bit easier. We are running out of wood blocks. There's the last of them. Fortunately, we can get a lot more. That's one of the things that I like about this area. Lots and lots of trees. Lots of trees. All right. So we've got about 20 minutes or so in. We're going to go ahead and call it good for now. Like I said, I'll do small amounts of resource gathering with you guys, but for the big stuff, I will do that off camera. Because I don't feel like most people are really going to want to watch 40 minutes of me digging. I don't think that's going to be terribly interesting for most folks. So I will try to keep the boring resource gathering to a minimum. I will probably bring you in as I'm going underground, kind of the creation of the mine head itself, how I do that. I'll show you that. That's probably going to involve some digging. And I'll also bring you back in when we get to interesting points, partly so that you guys can see the depth of where I'm finding things, because I know a lot of people have questions about that. So I will make sure that I'm sharing that on camera with you. And then, of course, as we're building, I'm going to share that. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, tips, ideas, suggestions, drop a comment down below. That's what the comment section is for. And I hope that you enjoy this series. I hope that you're happy to see Rising World back. I hope that you're going to have a lot of fun with me as we go through this. And as always, thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.